Oh, well, everybody sit down first, then I start. It's okay, just take your time, Okay. So, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Again, it's a very precious Friday, so really honored to have so many people around me now. And I'm also talking about crowd, and okay, I got quite a good crowd tonight. So thank you, thanks for your presence. Okay, my name is DonnaDaritan. I'm an Indonesian Singapore PR here, and I don't know how come I also end up become a chairperson for the social media.
You can sit on the chair.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Alright, so yeah, this is just all my typical slide that I like to show in the beginning. Please use your phone. Since I'm representing the social media interest group, cannot live without smartphone. So yeah, please use your phone. Okay, this basically, yeah, how I started. Okay, this is my email if you want to contact me, my Facebook, my Twitter, and recently I have a LinkedIn profile. I didn't have it until I started a new job. So yeah, I didn't have it for very, very long. So now I have a LinkedIn profile. Yeah, because I'm actually managing a network at this moment. Later I'll explain a bit of my background. So okay, I also got put Singapore Microcomputer Society up there, so yeah, okay. Promote. Okay. Yeah, feel free to take notes, or you don't take notes, so okay, I can always email, but most of my PowerPoint presentation is images lah. Yeah, okay. So what do you get yourself into for tonight? I'll do a little bit of introduction as usual about myself. Then, because we are talking about the power of crowd in the online world, we look at crowd differently from what's the difference between offline and online. And ultimately, the key word I hope to impart that you all can learn is the word crowdsourcing. Even though this word actually there's nothing new about it, about the concept, but it's taken on like a wildfire in the late 2000s. Okay. So introduction, basically, besides being somebody who's sitting on a chair for the SMS Society, I'm also Executive Director for BANSI. It's actually a business angel network Southeast Asia. It is a limited not-for-profit organization. I represent all of my members are angel investors. So basically, they are interested in startups company. So if you happen to know any company who needs fund, especially in the area of infocom and technology, application, mostly they love this kind of businesses. Can let me know, and because my role is kind of like matchmake the business with the investors. Okay, so the other hat that I'm wearing, I'm basically a blogger. I'm a blogger for the Local Nose. The Local Nose is actually an online marketing platform for wine. Yeah, specifically just wine. We do wine review, wine critic. We don't really sell wine, but yeah, we represent a few distributors that we think the wine has good points. So sometimes I will just go events and kind of like a press. Just this afternoon, I actually went for a press lunch because this brand from New Zealand is coming into Singapore. So I kind of just have a chit chat with the winemaker. What was the story behind it. Then after that, I have to go back and write about it.
Can I have just sort of previous what they copy some website address?
The website.
I don't know whether it's important.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. This one later towards the end, I will also put up. Then you can see. Yeah, no, it's just basically about me. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So just in case if you have any question after this talk, you can always contact me through all this. Either you email me or you Facebook me is definitely the easiest. Yeah. The rest I hardly use. Okay, LinkedIn is bo pian, have to use. Okay. Yeah. So when we talk about crowd, before the online world come about into our life, what do you think? What is the first thing that you have in mind when we mention about crowd?
More than two.
Sorry?
More than two.
More than two.
Precisely.
Well done. I never expected that. three is a crowd.
Yeah.
Three is a crowd. I thought that we will. Okay, for me myself, I thought crowd. It would be like many people, like concert, or like I hope we don't go to this stage. Yeah, this is a trend I think in India. I don't know whether this is being photoshopped, but most likely it is quite possible, not to this extent. But looking at the MRT condition in Singapore, hopefully we don't go to this stage. Or demonstration, maybe there's crowd.
This is a real crowd.
Yeah, this is a real crowd. So this is the crowd in the offline context. So it also depends, like, what do you feel about the word crowd? Do you have a positive feeling or do you have a negative feeling? I used to have a very negative feeling, I must say, about crowd a long time ago because I was a victim of the riot in Indonesia. So, crowd, that kind of noise in front of the house and people just shouting and throwing stone, you kind of bring back certain memory. But now, coming back to Singapore, I just realized I love crowd because I'm a very extroverted person. So I derive energy from other people. So now I enjoy crowd, and no wonder I thrive on the online world too, because online world is really all just about crowd. If you put yourself in the online world, you cannot be an introvert. You know what I mean? If you just want to be quiet to one corner, then don't go online and just go to your room or go to library. But once you are in online world, everything is connected. Once you put something, Google, if you make it available and not private, Google gonna capture it easily. It's searchable. My LinkedIn profile is very new. It's just less than a week, I think. But I think within few minutes, or okay, I'm maybe exaggerating, but maybe few days, I just Google my own name. My LinkedIn profile is already up there. It's just that quick and all that connected. And thanks to the internet again, to make us feel that even though it's so crowded, but it doesn't feel cramped. And it keeps growing and growing, and there's just no ends to it. And this is, I think, somebody who's quite clever in making elements of the internet into this way. Like there's this first row is the search engine, so you got Yahoo, Google, and all those things. And number 3, then you have like what else? There's some Facebook. Okay, Facebook is at the row number 14, for example, under social networking. So yeah, this just all the different. Oh, I can email you all this. Yeah, you can email. No problem. Yeah, so this is very interesting of categorizing what internet can do for you, and we must all agree. I think all of us are very lucky to live in this era. Despite of our age difference or whatsoever, we get to enjoy the power of the internet, which is tremendously has changed our life. And even my parents, how old is my mom? 70, I think she's 70.
Oh, that's so old.
Yeah, my mom is 70.
That's great.
That's great. Yeah, she's 70 years old and she's still learning. So she's learning about Skype and learning about WhatsApp, all these things like. Okay, it's good. I hope my grandma can catch on, but no, I don't think so.
Grandma. You have long
Grandma how old?
with you.
Grandma 90.
Yeah.
Grandma 90.
Grandma 90. Yeah. Grandma is 93 this year.
Wow.
You must live
so
up
proud
more
of
than
them.
that.
But my grandma doesn't do WhatsApp. Well. Okay. So you see, this is also just another snapshot about the internet, like how it has changed our world. The way we used to call, last time you want to pak tor, so expensive, like sometimes you don't have the phone or you use the pager, but now you can just Skype, and through Skype you can just do video conferencing. You can still see each other despite the distance. Or you want to share photos, you can go to Instagram, Flickr, or Facebook, or you name it. You want to watch video, there's just a lot of resources, YouTube, and it's just keep expanding. It never stops. Last time you always think like, okay lah, we only got Hotmail. Okay, Hotmail, that's it. Hotmail is like almost unheard of nowadays, and now there's Gmail. So it's a very dynamic and ever expanding universe. So yeah, internet, something like that. So I have to thank, I take the opportunity to thank the 2 people who has made the internet possible. I only found out also last night. So apparently they are the creators, so-called the founder for the internet. They started it in the late 60s. What is called as TCP/IP, don't know what, some programming language. Yeah, so these two men has really changed our lives. Okay, so we are entering the world of crowdsourcing. So what is crowdsourcing? Have anybody heard about the term crowdsourcing before today? Okay, those active online, I guess you have. Actually, there's nothing new, the concept. I mean, all of us, I guess, we have been doing it. If, let's say, if you're looking for things, I need to source for umbrella, for example. I just ask around all my contacts, and I'm sourcing, but through my small little crowd. So this one instead is tap on the huge network of the internet. Yeah. Okay. And again, it feels like a bit deja vu. If you are here on my first talk, thanks to my best friend who pointed this out to me, that yesterday in London, so you can see here, 3rd of October, it's actually a crowdsourcing week. There was a summit, and I didn't know about it until yesterday. I was like, wow, okay, so the timing is very soon to talk about crowdsourcing. So the next year will be in Singapore, 7 to 11 April. So what theirs is, what I see from the agenda, the speakers, they will have panel discussion, they'll have some speakers talking about how crowdsourcing can be tapped on for business, for e-commerce, for investments, all those things. So theirs is become very more specific. Yeah, so it's a big thing now, this crowdsourcing. So, okay, I think there's supposed to be a video here. I always like to delegate my explanation to video, so okay, let's watch. This is a snapshot about what is crowdsourcing. I hope you can hear. Can you hear?
Crowdsourcing is a term that people have been using a lot.
Okay, wait. Can you hear? It's too soft, is it?
Lately.
Okay, last time. Okay. Sorry, yeah.
Crowdsourcing is a term that people have been using a lot lately. Do you know what it means? Crowdsourcing is the process of connecting with large groups of people via the internet who are tapped for their knowledge, expertise, time or resources. This idea of reaching out to the crowd isn't new. Even before crowdsourcing and the internet, we often collaborated with groups of people. Some people helped because they were seeking a reward for their efforts, or sometimes they just wanted to help. Let's go back to 1714. Sailing the seven seas was necessary, but really dangerous to navigate. So, the British government held a contest, asking people for a solution. John Harrison answered the call. He invented the marine chronometer and was awarded a large cash prize. Sailors used the marine chronometer to determine a ship's longitude with the help from the stars. Let's move forward a bit to 1858. A group of scholars created the first Oxford English Dictionary. It was a huge project, and they needed help. So, they asked for lots of volunteers to write about different topics according to their expertise, and then they put it all together. The point is, relying on the crowd isn't really a newfangled idea, but it wasn't until we all got connected that crowdsourcing came about, because with the internet, you can reach lots of people very quickly, and you can direct and organize their work. Think of it like this. Crowdsourcing is a way of solving problems and producing things by connecting online with people that you otherwise wouldn't know. Anyone can use crowdsourcing. Companies, governments, groups, and individuals. They can use it to grow their organizations or support their causes. There are 4 different ways crowdsourcing works. The first enables you to access a large online labor force. You can identify and select workers, or you can just post your work and let the workers find you. The second allows you to ask the crowd to help you find a solution to a problem. A third is for when knowledge exists, but you need help finding and organizing it. The fourth is when you need ideas from the crowd and their opinions and feedback. So, as you can see, There are different ways crowdsourcing works, and there are different things you can do with crowdsourcing. When you use the crowd to help collect and organize information, we call this accessing distributed knowledge. Crowdfunding, where you can raise capital from many individuals who believe in your venture or cause, each making small donations that add up to a lot. When you use crowdsourcing to connect with an on-demand, scalable workforce to perform a broad range of tasks, we call this accessing cloud labor. Open innovation is where you use crowdsourcing to reach diverse and creative people for new idea generation and problem solving. Crowdsourcing can be used to access the world's creative communities to design and develop original art, media or content. We call this crowd creativity. There are many tools available that can be used in crowdsourcing that support collaboration and communication among distributed groups of people. You want to know more, right? I thought so. Visit crowdsourcing.org for everything you want to know about crowdsourcing. Take a step further and visit massolution.com for assistance with your crowdsourcing initiatives and to learn how to benefit from crowdsourcing.
Okay, so have a brief overview now of what crowdsourcing is. So they mentioned there's actually 4 ways of you can type, or 4 types of crowdsourcing. The first one they mentioned is online labor force, and this is actually the good way to. So there are 2 ways. So basically, let's say if I am a freelancer, I'm a writer, I'm a designer, I can be a PA, it can be anything. I can outsource my service. I have this talent, but let's say if I want to compete in the offline market, I have to ask my friend, for example, for a referral. I have to put an ad on the newspaper, and that will be a bit time consuming, but we used to do that a lot. But now with crowdsourcing, there are actually online websites where you just have your bio data there, you know, like your profile, and say that, yeah, I'm a designer. These are my rate, these are my work. If you're interested, look for me. But of course, you're competing with a lot other people from a lot of different countries. So, for example, okay, these are example of the website that allows you to connect you with people who have the business or who have the project, and with you who have the talent. So it works both ways. It works both ways. So let's say I'm the business owner, I'm looking for people. I also go there and put up my project. For example, I need somebody to design my logo. Design logo in Singapore. When I just started working in 2002, I think it's around like 100, 150 per logo and that kind of thing. But now with this crowdsourcing, if I can find somebody maybe in Philippines who is willing to do it for $20, why not? You know, I mean, it's just cost saving for me. And everything is so fast now. So it is a very competitive market. The most famous one for this so-called look for labor is odesk.com. odesk.com. So anything again works both ways. If you have a project, you want to design thing, or let's say you want to look for somebody who manage your files, or you don't know how to do Excel, you name it, as long as it can be transferred online, they will do it for you. They can get the job done. But you have to see the review, of course, the profile of the people, whether they can take it. If they have testimonial, then yeah, I mean, you have to, based on your own judgment from there. So, okay, so these are just, for example, some of the category is available. Web development, software development, information system, writing and translation, administrative support, design multimedia, customer service, okay, sales and marketing, and business services. Okay, of course, these are all the... Yeah.
Sorry, top skill, they put WordPress. WordPress is actually for blogging, right?
Yeah, correct. But WordPress also, in a way, a lot of companies nowadays are using WordPress as their, how to say, the platform for their website. Instead of paying a programmer to do something from scratch, they actually just tap on the WordPress platform. Yeah.
What about the other platform, Blogger?
Blogspot.
Blogspot, yeah.
I think WordPress has
Does it
more
mean that
flexibility.
this one is better?
WordPress actually has more flexibility. If somebody has one thing to be more dynamic, programmer, people normally like to use WordPress, but there are actually so many free one nowadays really. So for me, I'm very lazy. I like something that's simple. I always stuck with just Blogspot. But those people who really start from scratch, it's advisable to use WordPress because the template also looks nicer and everything.
So what say you WordPress give also free blogs, but my teacher or my coach that time taught me that a paid one is better than a non-paid one, and therefore I paid about $150 for the domain name and for a website. So
But just one time pay or?
No, yearly renewal.
Really? Okay.
So what is your advice? I like to hold a website because then I give me connected to people and get what I want. But then what's the difference between a free one and a paid one?
Paid one, okay, the easy thing is, paid one, if there's somebody who take care for you, any problem you just look for them. Free one, then you have to settle it on your own. So you better be more savvy in terms of like, okay, I want to change this or this is down, I want to tweak this, and you love doing all this kind of technical thing, then yeah, free one is no problem nowadays. It's very easy to start a website, simple one.
So if you say that I do a paid one and somebody is looking care of me, you mean I go back to my, like for example, my hoster and tell him, say, hey, I got this problem. Why
they should do like your programmer, the person who so-called support you and tweak
so
for you.
if it's a free one, I don't have somebody.
You don't have, yeah, you have to do
no
it yourself.
check like that.
So does it mean
Sorry,
top skill WordPress? If you have this skill, chances are that you will be employed on this.
Under this certain category, correct? Yeah.
So Sylvia, yours is WordPress, right?
Mine is
Oh, you can be employed, you know. Just register.
employed do what?
How to grow tauge online. Okay, so if you wonder, right, how does this Odesk make money? Okay, so if you notice, it's free to sign up. So all of us, whether we are employee, we're still free to sign up. So as a freelancer, when you get job, then you get paid. Odesk will charge a fee equivalent of 10% of the total amount. So you say, okay, so if my rate is $18 per hour, Odesk will charge $2 more so that the client will pay $20. So the fee is imposed to the client. And if I'm not mistaken, Odesk is very good. Okay, let's say I need a logo, I engage a designer. But how would I know? Okay, if the payment is by hour. But how do I know this person is working or not? I remember one of my friend actually shared with me, there's this screenshot. You can actually track if the person is working. So as the person is working, they have to online, and you can see. Then after the person pause, don't do anything, right? Then you don't pay for that moment. You're actually able to track it. You're able to track it. So to justify how you're going to pay. So Odesk is... so you cannot say I work 4 hours, actually I work 1 hour. You cannot, they're able to track it.
You can type in it, erase.
They can kind of see what you're doing. Like they track what you're doing at your computer. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Interesting.
So the second one just now, crowdsource, is ask crowd to find solutions. Second type of crowdsourcing. This was started long time ago. If you have heard about Yahoo Answer, I used to do it also. I think it's very boliao, but yeah, you can ask anything and people will answer.
Yeah, I recently also found this one and it was interesting. The best answer they always give.
Yeah, correct. If you realize, let's say, because sometimes we Google, we are looking for answer a certain question. What? Okay, name one question. I can't think about now. Oh, for example, okay, I'm a wine drinker, so I just want to know how many glasses are there in a bottle of wine. So I think the first answer that come out from Google is from Yahoo Answer, you know, that kind of thing. So I remember, I think it's around 3 to 4. Oh no, between 2 to 3 glasses, depends on how many ounce the person pour, blah blah blah. So at least I may not get the right answer, technically or scientifically correct, but at least I got an idea. And the information come out just very fast. So yeah, Yahoo Answer is one of the great ones, surviving for very long. Another one this is Quora, Quora. I personally haven't used it, but it tends to come out at people's Facebook. What's interesting about Quora, this is the first thing that I saw. If you realize, the question that people ask is, Why did Ashton Kutcher decide to play Steve Jobs in the upcoming movie Jobs? Did anybody know about the movie Jobs? You know? So it's actually a portrayal of Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple and iPad, iMac, all these things. So normally, who answer are the people who are like us, the crowd, who will try our best to give our answer, but then after that, the rest of the people will vote whether your answer is good. Quora is kind of the same, but the interesting thing is, the person who answered this is the actor himself. This is Ashton Kutcher himself answer the question from the crowd. So do you see like there's this line, you know, the boundary thinking that celebrity is high up there and we're just down here. It's getting blurred nowadays because you can really interact with them and they really do respond to you. So this one of the example, Quora can be the source of thirst your quench in terms of knowledge. Okay, number 3 is knowledge discovery and management. Nothing much to say about this. I think the best example that we have is Wikipedia. You know that all of us become very smart because of this, right?
You bet.
Everything people say, sure not. Okay, I'm gonna Wikipedia. So this is just one of the best example of crowdsourcing.
But some information is not correct.
Correct. It's not correct.
A lot of information is false.
Correct.
Yes.
Last time they say.
I checked, it's all wrong.
Correct.
Some of the things I do research, I got hard facts all wrong one.
So you take with a pinch of salt. Yeah, because the
Very
problem
big
with Wikipedia is anybody can edit. I can go in now and edit anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can. That's how they have been so successful because they do not tap on their own, they tap on everyone like us. So let's say I want to talk about mooncake, then I'm going to write about mooncake now, or I can edit about mooncake anytime. They can.
Edit on a already written posting.
Correct. Yeah, you can.
How do you do that?
So that's why you say you log in. Let's try now.
So can you please go and do that rightful thing?
But it's good so we can phone you. That's how we can phone you.
But they expect more good people on this net rather than bad people. So once a bad comment comes out, the good will override it, you think?
Correct. They actually have a team to verify, but I mean the amount of information there is in this Wikipedia, I mean it takes lots of time to verify it. So you see I can just log in. I can't remember what's my login really. I did also contribute to this, you know, all these things.
That's interesting.
Yeah, once I'm able to log in, right? So all this portion will actually have like an edit button. You can just edit immediately already. Yeah.
It's dangerous.
So you must first sign an account with them.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you can join tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to browsing plan next time, okay?
Then you can check whether the way they grow tauge correct or not.
Grow money and then grow down.
Hey, but actually save money. I don't have to go market to buy all my veggies these days.
Okay, number 4 they mentioned is crowd voting for opinions and feedback. Okay, I need to show you the website for this crowd voting. Okay, best crowd voting website. So for example, is this called Reddit? I'm not sure, have you heard about it? Have you heard of Digg.com? D-I-G-G, long time ago. I think they're still around. D-I-G-G.
What is it all about?
So basically, I can share a link. If people find it interesting, they just like. Yeah, Facebook also doing the same thing. But you see, okay, like this one. Okay, these are all the hot things that the net is talking about. You can see people can vote up or vote down. So it's a voting thing. And you can see what is trending or what is popular topic around the internet. Yeah.
So this Digg thing, is it?
Same thing. Digg also work like that actually.
Because there's so many comments. I scam so many comments in my website. And one of them, I mean many of them keep on pointing to this place that they found me there.
Digg looks different now. Wow, long time never used really. Digg used to look like this, exactly like this. So it's very simple. Then you see this 2536 means the number of people who have like it. I think the rank, the number of people who have like it. Yeah, so this considered as crowd voting. Number 5, crowd creativity. Oh, there's supposed to be a video. I'm going to show you 2 videos. Okay. if you see, okay, this is done with no musical instrument. It's actually an MTV, it's a song. If you see the background is monotone, you know, like red, purple, green, those are actually the artists themselves. So they are the movie stars. And it started off, the idea started off with this guy who is very talented in using his mouth to imitate a lot of musical instruments. So started just with him. And he can like make until like the entire orchestra singing just by using his mouth. But of course he will keep recording and recording and recording. So he collaborate with the artists from this movie called Pitch Perfect. And they also collaborate with the crowd, like people like us. So it's very interesting.
Ready? Here we go. Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found the Bud Light. Bad bitches like me, it's hard to come by.
Let's go get it on. So, yes, I'm in the zone.
2, 3, leave a good tip. For my money and don't you
So give me more, till I can't stand it on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am.
starships were meant to fly.
Head up and touch the sky.
Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one more time.
Higher than a mother.
Okay, so basically they're just gonna sing and sing and sing. You realize it's also become a platform of marketing. I can't remember the brand. That earpiece actually costs a lot, $200, $300, $400, depends on the range. Minimum I think $200 over. It's the logo is a B.
Beats.
Yeah, beat. Yeah, it's very expensive. Then there's another project. Okay, so if you realize again the boundary between artists, you can be an artist too. You know, like you have an MTV. There's this one who is more classical. Okay, 3,746 video from 73 countries. And this more classical. Oops, I think I clicked it. Yeah.
So you're going to give us a link to all these things that you presented so
Yeah,
that we can... Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
I put it into the PowerPoint.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. So where do we tap it from? We tap it from your website, your...
I think I can email it to Mr. Teo, then he can...
Okay, that's
link
good.
to us.
Thank you.
So now it's like everybody is in a like orchestra.
But actually they are from different
They are all from different places. They can be just in their bathroom. Yeah, but it takes the guy, of course, who is the conductor. So he combine everything, edit it, you know, make it like that, make it nicer looking. But people like me, if I want to sing, I just sing in front of my computer. Yeah. But imagine, he's like conducting the entire world, you know.
He connect everybody together.
Correct. It's amazing.
Huh? Different place, right?
Different place.
How can connect to the email?
So basically, I sing, I record, I then upload it to YouTube. I just upload it to YouTube. Thank you so much. Yeah.
That means to say I sing also at different time,
Yeah. But of course you have to follow the tune.
Then
Yeah.
they go into the YouTube, YouTube then they
So he's amazing, this one.
They send it to him, then he rearrange
Correct.
things. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
很幸运啊。
Water night, wow, very
很多
nice.
资料
Yeah.
今天
We want to be there, okay?
跟我腻啊。
So that's just one of the example of how crowd is being used in terms of creative creative line. Last is crowdfunding. Okay, always talk about money, right? Yeah, money, important. Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding, basically again, you gain the money from the crowd, from the people who you do not know, through websites. For example, like this Kickstarter website. So there are two sides again. For example, I'm an artist. I would like to I'm not an artist. Let's say I'm a writer. I would like to publish a book, and publish a book need at least few $1,000s, and I don't have that kind of money. So I will put up my project. I'm an artist. I want to publish a book. You know, I need $2,000. $2,000 is my target. Would you be able to help me? Then of course people say, why should I help you? You know, what are you writing? Okay, maybe I'm writing about how to grow tauge for the... Sorry, this example is too cute already. How to not to go market, save money and grow tauge, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, then after that, like, okay, very interesting. Okay, then people will donate $10 or whatsoever. So these are like the matchmake platform again. So Kickstarter is one. Indiegogo is another one. Kickstarter is more stringent in their criteria of the project. Hence the other one, they are only top two for crowdfunding. Another one is Indiegogo. It's more free flow. The project, they are not so uptight about it. I think there's a video that I can share. Would you want to guess what is the amount biggest so far for crowdfunding that's ever raised? Want to guess?
1.2 million.
Okay, 1.2 million. Anybody else?
Guess it big lah, 5
5
million.
million.
5 million, huh?
5 million lah.
5 million, huh? Okay.
Too much lah.
This is the list of most successful crowdfunding project. Can you see?
32
Okay.
32 million
18 million raised. 18 million.
Wow.
The person only need 500,000, you know. I only want to... Okay, the project is video game. Okay, I only need 500,000. But yeah, the crowd gave him 18 million.
So the crowd give him, he don't have to commit anything to the crowd back.
That one I'm not sure. That one I'm not sure. Sekali become shareholder, that I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So, but I realized all this big money is because they're all producing product like video games, smartphone. It's all IT based.
Smartwatch.
Movies. Oh, Veronica Mars. That's interesting. Yeah.
you can
So
do
again,
it,
video
yeah.
game,
Raise
game,
it,
movie.
Yeah, grow tauge.
This is another video about this Kickstarter. Oh, video is not. It's not showing. Okay, it's not showing. Basically, it's just a very small snippet of what people behind this Kickstarter project are doing. It's quite high tech one. So I used to think that crowdfunding is only funding artists, books, movie, documentary, and all those things. I didn't know that it's really funding a lot of technological, high tech stuff. Yeah. Okay, this one cannot see. Fine. Okay. Oops. Okay, so Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So you have any project and you need fund, go ahead, post it there. You wouldn't know what you can get. Yeah. This is what, okay, this photo is very, very bad. But I was in this, watch a play in Singapore. It's called Ma vie avec Mozart, which means My Life with Mozart. It's just a monologue with some orchestra. I was surprised that it is also a crowdfunding. It's partially financed by a crowdfunding project. This is Singapore-based. I do not know what website do they use though, but yeah, wow, okay, that's interesting. Okay, this is the one that I showed you just now. Oops. Okay, with that, I'm going to come to a conclusion. Even though the title is The Power of the Crowd in the Online World, but if you realize that everything starts with an individual, so people like you and me, what can you create? What do you want? You can tap on the power of the crowd, but don't forget of your own, you know, who you are as an individual. You're unique. That's why all these projects can be successful, because they are unique. They do not just blend in with the crowd. So it takes two. It always takes these two elements. You've got the individual and you've got the crowd to support you. They work together. And also not to remember that with this, the online world nowadays, if you feel alone, then no, you haven't tapped into the online world that well yet. You're not alone. You're never ever alone. The internet connect you with people, like-minded people, especially easily. So whatever that you need, I mean, you see already, you want a creative people, you want people who can sing, you want people who can design, you want money, you name it, it's there. It's just how are you going to align with them, you know, unless there's some kind of give and take. Yeah. I share a bit of my story lah. I mean, for crowdsourcing, I don't really use this kind of platform, but so far my main platform is Facebook. Sometimes I do volunteer work, and sometimes my friend will require volunteers, so I will just post on Facebook, and I'll be surprised the people who actually say yes. Oh, I would like to volunteer too. I was like, I thought you never read my Facebook. Just some people who are just so quiet. They're like the quiet stalker, you know. But sometimes after that, they're like, yeah, I want to volunteer. How do I do it? Yeah, I want to volunteer. I want to do it. I'm very surprised. That's one thing. Then another one, I think Roy remembered this because Roy helped me. I want to donate umbrella to the elders that I was helping. So I was like, okay, like where am I going to find? I've got very limited time and all those things. Then Roy also helped me. You can call this company, you know, call this company. Again, the power of the crowd. I was using Facebook, and I managed to get, they're very cheap. I think only at $2 to $3 per umbrella to donate. I donate like 30 umbrella to the elders. I was like, yeah, that's also I tap onto the power.
You go through Facebook to advertise that you require.
But it's only for my own network, my friends.
Oh, and they recommended you to go to a certain place very cheap. Oh.
Correct. So one is my ex-student, because I used to be a teacher. She very cute. So I said, okay, there's this list, you know, like some kind of yellow pages, so like there's 20 supplier maybe. And I was like, I don't want to call everything. Then she said, come on, let's do it. So okay, I take 1 to 10, then she take 11 to 20. It's all because of Facebook. So in the end, yeah, it's all like collaboration among all these very different people. But I must say, thanks to the power of internet, because if I do it just like by WhatsApp, it will be so slow. But you'll be surprised, Facebook, a lot of people are, if you have friends, even though sometimes you may feel a bit sad why nobody like your thing, but actually people are reading your things, you know. They know things. Okay, before I close out, I would like to share one interesting story. This is also part of crowdsourcing. How many of you know about this story? I think you know, right? You know also.
Don't know.
Okay.
Never mind. Very few of us know. So let's see.
Okay. It's called One Red Paper Clip. It's by this guy, Carl McDonald. I think he was jobless then in 2005. Then he used to play this game, big what? I can't remember. I'm going to go Wikipedia already. Okay. What happened was that he was just sitting at home, I think no job, then looking at the one red paper clip. They used to play this game when he was young. He said, what can I do with this one red paper clip? How can this one red paper clip transform? So, literally, he take the one red paper clip, he put it online. That time it was a Craigslist. And this was his goal. I will trade my one paper clip for a house. That is his goal. So basically that's like the vision that he has. And he did get it. So if you see the journey, okay, from here, this is the one red paper clip. But of course the journey doesn't come from red paper clip become a house lah. It goes through a few transactions. He take the one red paper clip and barter it, trade it with this a pen. I think the second item is a pen. I'm not sure you can see. Okay, this is a pen. And then this is a doorknob. So okay, so the pen trade become a doorknob. The doorknob trade become some generator or something like that. Generator trade become I have no idea what's this. Then it goes to a snowmobile. It goes to some vacation house. Then some people like, okay, I want your vacation, but I do not want my van, for example, something like that. Okay, then they trade again. And to the last one, it was what leads him to the house was a Hollywood contract. Yeah, Hollywood contract to be a movie star. So somebody want to be a movie star. Yeah. And in return, I give you a house. And he got it. So the house is actually at this Saskatchewan's. How do you pronounce this town? I think it's in Canada.
Very far off place.
Yeah. So the house is there, and the town actually erected the biggest paperclip in the world to commemorate this. Yeah, there he is. Oops. Yeah, so again, anything is really possible no matter how crazy the idea, right? Seriously, one paperclip can become a house. Then again, I'd like to end with a wise word from Margaret Thatcher. Don't follow the crowd, let the crowd follow you. So, we should see all the example. I mean, like him, he's not following the crowd. But in the end, the crowd is following him, you know, like all this big party, right? Yeah. I hope that you will, after tonight, whatever inspiration that you have and you think that you need help whatsoever, do not forget to tap onto the online crowd. It's there and it's always easily available. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I hope you learned something.
Thank you. Interesting. Please come back more often.
Since you still have time,
I'm very stressed thinking of topic, you know.
It's interesting, something different.
okay, do you all want to see some of my sprout picture which I've taken today?
Yes,
But it's in my handphone. How to put it in? I don't know. You all have to put it into Facebook first, and then.
What handphone is yours?
I thought you would say like, okay, there's a tauge for us to eat, you know.
Mine would be a show and tell. I just said mine will be a show and tell.
Right.
Show, tell, and taste. So y'all come after some time. I say, please go wash your hand. Then, as I tell, I pass on